and very standard quality. So that's how we started our center, and our first center where we do the organ specific surgery, different organs, different specialties, and that's what the dream. Our dream is that to have each organ should develop the center of excellence. So one of the like first starting our head neck. So congratulations to Amit and thanks to John T. For inaugurating this session. So that is the one start. I think we will be covering one each and every department like a center of excellence, and we should be doing good. And at the same time, when we are doing good, we want to support, of course, the poor and needy patient also. So we will be, as they have declared, we will be doing the free surgeries also. So we can reach out to the tier 2, tier 3 cities, all the we can help them who needs the. Because during our studies also, since then, my dream especially has been the where the most most cancer treatment needed as the lower level, at the village level, tier 2 level, where they should get the same kind of treatment. So that's our dream. I think we will achieve gradually doing that. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey. Now I would like to invite Dr. Amit Chakrabarti, who is the head and neck surgical oncologist, to tell us more about the newly launched Center of Excellence.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone who has joined for this initiative. And you have seen the incidence of cancer is growing in India. And if you see, head neck cancer comprises almost 25 to 30% of overall cancer bulk. And in that particular thing, what we want to create in our society is first to create awareness that every person, those who are having any doubt in terms of non-healing ulcer in the mouth, should reach to a right step at a right point of time. The early they reach, the better they are. So we want to create practically door-to-door awareness in every corner of the city, right from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities. And by creating a center of excellence, apart from this cancer awareness, we are creating a subspecialty in head and neck cancer, a department which is focused in performing oral cancer surgery, a clinic which is focused in performing thyroid cancers with recent innovations like using robotic technology. Similarly, in laryngeal cancer, using innovative techniques like laser technology, and the base of skull in a minimally invasive way. So you might have heard a single cancer surgeon performing everything, but now the concept and the era is changing. You cannot do everything. You have to be focused in one specific field. Like John T, he's very much focused in taking catches in a beautiful fashion in different angles. So a surgeon, it is very difficult to perform all the surgeries right from head to toe. So I am focused as a surgical oncologist in performing head and neck cancer surgery, and that too with creation of this subspecialty. My entire team is going to focus on one specific area where they would be trying to provide top of the notch services which is being available all across the globe, so that Indian patients don't have to travel outside the country for the treatment, which we can provide in a best manner and at an affordable rate. At the same time, we are definitely concerned towards the patient, those who are coming from a poor socio-economic strata. So we are going to help them out by providing surgeries at free of cost. So we reach to masses, and we want to declare, like how tuberculosis was there previously, people were threatened that TB हो गया तो अभी इसे मरना ही है, but TB से अभी everybody can get cured. They know that they have to take simple pill for 6 to 9 months. So our awareness should be so strong that this fear of cancer, which they feel that cancer हो गया तो मैं मर जाऊंगा, cancel हो गया means I am cancelled in my life, it should be vanished away from their mindset. And we want to create that, get yourself diagnosed early, get treated early. The shorter the journey, best is the outcome. Now with recent innovative techniques and technologies, we can predict which type of cancer an individual can have, what sort of genetic predisposition they can have, and if they do lifestyle modification and focus in that specific organ, then they might get themselves cured of cancer in very, very early stage, that is stage 1, where they might require only single modality treatment. So I want that every individual, they should not fear from this word cancer, and the most important message is that prevention is always better than cure. If someone is addicted to different sorts of addiction or vaping, do refrain yourself. It's all or none phenomena, nothing in between that. So stop addiction, keep yourself healthy, and live a healthy life.
Thank you, Dr. Chakra.
Today. Thank you for your patience and in waiting to speak to us. I'm not a specialist when it comes to cancer. When I talk about centers of excellence, it's usually around cricket and catching cricket balls or hitting cricket balls. But what Dr. Amit spoke about, the subspecialty for me is so important. If I think back to my cricketing career under, in the late 90s for South Africa, we were blessed with three brilliant all-rounders in Jacques Kallis, Sean Pollock, Lance Klusener. And now what we see in T20 cricket, how the impact player has changed, that the all-rounder is being phased out, because you see the difference when somebody who is a specialist batter, the difference they make batting at number 7 or number 8 sometimes. Suddenly the scores are going past 300 almost in T20 cricket on regular occasions. And that for me, I haven't yet experienced in my family, lost through cancer, so it's not something that is close to my heart. But I live in India for 5 months of the year. So myself, my family, I'm never a visitor to India. And I do understand some of the real issues that are facing this beautiful country. So when it comes to cancer and the awareness of it, I'm not an expert. So I've prepared a small little presentation or talk. Is that okay if I read it? You don't mind? Because I don't want to get it wrong, being a non-cancer specialist. All right. So people often ask me what makes a great team, and these things I understand. Is it talent or is it preparation? But in my mind, is it or the ability to work together towards one common goal? And this common goal is about specializing, subspecializing in head and neck cancer, and also making it available to more and more people throughout India. And it's not just for people who can afford it. So that's our common goal. And I believe that is what is so important. It's a combination of all of these. It's not just the talent or the preparation. It's all of that, plus having an incredible common goal. And after spending time with this amazing team at SSO Cancer Hospitals, I've realized that the same principles that build a championship cricket team are also principles that build exceptional healthcare. And that's exactly what today represents. Not simply the launch of a new center, because like I said, centers of excellence for me, I'm accustomed to cricket fields, but the coming together of expertise, innovation, and compassion with one shared purpose: to give every cancer patient the very best chance at life. Throughout my cricketing career, I learned that the best victories are rarely achieved by one individual. Sure, you can have great players in your team, but they are built by teams. Healthcare is no different. Behind every patient is a team of surgeons, oncologists, nurses, rehabilitation specialists, nutritionists, caregivers, and most importantly, families, all working towards one goal. When everyone plays their role, remarkable things can happen. That is exactly what impressed me most about SSO Hospital. When people hear the word cancer, the first emotion is often fear. And that fear is because of lack of understanding. But today, I hope we replace fear with something more powerful. And that, like Dr. Amit said, is awareness. Because awareness encourages people to seek help earlier. Earlier diagnosis creates more treatment options, and better treatment means people have the opportunity not only to survive, and I think that's the most important thing, but to continue living the life that they love. That is so important. Because one thing I've learned through my association with SSO is that treating cancer isn't only about removing a disease. It's about helping people return to their families, to their work, to their confidence, to the everyday moments we often take, and all of us take for granted. That's why today's launch is so meaningful. SSO's Head and Neck Center of Excellence is bringing together specialized expertise, advanced treatment, education, research, and long-term patient support under one platform with a clear vision of improving cancer care for patients across India. I also admire that this center is looking beyond today's patients. It is investing in education, training future specialists, supporting research, building stronger referral networks, and creating a community where doctors and healthcare professionals can learn from one another and continuously raise the standard of care. That kind of long-term thinking is what creates a lasting impact. To Dr. Amit, the entire clinical team, and everyone at SSO Cancer Hospitals, congratulations on bringing this vision to life. I'm proud to be associated with an organization that believes healthcare is about so much more than just treatment. It's about education, innovation, collaboration, compassion, and most importantly, giving people hope. I wish the Head and Neck Center of Excellence every success in transforming lives and setting new standards for cancer care across India. Thank you.
Young female. It's quite young. It's not that cancer is a disease of old age.
So tell us about what kind of treatment are available in head and neck cancer in your excellence center, and how is it unique or different from other centers?
See, in most of the cancer setup, what you will find, a single individual is performing most of the things, right? In SSO, we have got one individual who performs and focuses on one specific area. So we have got organ specific team. And in head and neck cancer, we have now created subspecialty, which is very rarely seen in Indian scenario. In Mumbai, you will not find a subspecialty center in head and neck cancer, which we have created over here. So that in head and neck, we are focusing on specific organs like oral oncology, thyroid cancer, laryngeal cancer, and base of skull.
Is there anything related to fitness? If you are fit, आपको cancer नहीं होगा. अगर fit नहीं है तो
देखो, it definitely has got relation. क्या होता है? We have seen 30% of individuals, those who are non-addicted, still have cancer. Why? This is because of their lifestyle factors. Their bodies continuously is in an inflammatory state. And what is inflammation? Inflammation is not something that you are looking red or yay. Your cortisol levels are high, your fasting insulin is high, and you are not optimizing your health. You think you are non-addicted, you will not have cancer. You are under wrong impression. 30% of the people, specifically in Indian scenario, are in a highly inflammatory state. If they change their lifestyle along with no addiction, then they will not have cancer.
I think that's something that my wife and I believe in strongly, is that we have small children, two of them born in Mumbai, 2015 and 2017. And she's a yoga teacher and an architect. So she really understands that everything is connected, right? You can't just have a strong roof, but walls that are falling. And what Doc spoke about, from a longevity point of view, the inflammation, we focus on three things in our house. One is sleep, most important. Recovery is really important. It's nutrition, what we're putting in our system, and then movement. We do a lot of contrast therapy through hot and cold, so we do ice bath, sauna, just trying to lower the inflammation, because even though we are fairly healthy from a lifestyle and compared to many average people in India and South Africa, we still understand the fact that if your body is in an inflamed state for a long period of time, you are going to put yourself at risk for cancer. So it's not about can you run a marathon, you're fine, or being fit, you can play football, you're fine. A lot of it is about the lifestyle that you are leading and not giving your body the chance to recover and get strong.
From my side, last question is that when somebody, detected with cancer, the two things that comes to their mind, first is fear and second is money. How, as you are experienced with, you can...
So basically, first, your question pertaining to fear. What we have created a warrior group of head and neck cancer patient who has already undergone the journey. So any patient whom we see, they are too fearful to begin their journey or take a step forward. We ask them to talk with those patients, those who have already undergone journey and seen they have traveled the entire tunnel and they have seen the day of the light. So we have that cancer warrior group who talks with the patient, interacts with the patient, so as to build their confidence. So a patient talking to another patient encourages them in a beautiful way. Pertaining to your second question, how SSO is going to help? Yeah. Apart from clinical excellence, we do have got our own charity in the form of Cancer Charity Trust as well as Asha Foundation, where we support the patient by performing the surgery in a discounted way, and our charity also funds a part of the treatment so that the patient can navigate the entire journey in a smooth fashion.
Lastly, sir, what do you have to say about the initiative by SSO?
I think it's incredible, and I wanted to jump in and catch something that Dr. Amit just said there. That having these cancer warriors is so important. Awareness is important. I can help create that awareness, but somebody who's specifically been through that journey, like he said, has gone through the tunnel and has seen the light on the other side of this cancer journey. It's so important having that kind of support because it is unique. And for me, as a former cricket player, just being here trying to pretend I understand what it's like living with cancer would be really difficult from my perspective. So I'm here to give support with regards to the awareness, but it's amazing that these cancer warriors are available for people who are just starting the journey. Here are people with the same experience, and they are on the other side of the darkness. So I'm really happy to be joining this incredible organization who are not only specializing but sub-specializing in such an important part of healthcare in India. So thank you, Doc.
अमित सर, अभी आपने कहा कि कैंसर हुआ तो कैंसर मरना है, लोग सोचते हैं, उन्हें क्या कुछ करेंगे आप? ये सोचते हैं कि यार बस कैंसर तो कैंसर।
हम ये सबसे पहले बताना चाहते हैं कि कैंसर हुआ तो कैंसर नहीं है। आपको जब भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि कैंसर जैसे सिम्टम्स है, आप जल्द से जल्द डॉक्टर के पास पहुंचो। हो सकता है आपका जो सफ़र है, जर्नी एकदम छोटा, मीन सर्जरी हो गया, उसके बाद कुछ भी नहीं करना है, रेडिएशन नहीं, कीमो नहीं। और पेशेंट जितने अर्ली स्टेज में डायग्नोस होता है उतना उसका आउटकम अच्छा रहता है, उतना वो नॉर्मल ज़िंदगी जी सकता है। पहला स्टेज में जो पेशेंट डायग्नोस हुआ वो उसकी आगे की ज़िंदगी एक नॉर्मल इंसान की तरह जी सकता है। तो हम यही बोलना चाहेंगे, कैंसर से डरो मत, सही समय पे सही जगह पे जरूर पहुँचो।
फिर बात आती है कि पैसे खर्चे बहुत हो जाएंगे, ये जैसे आपने अभी कहा खर्चे हो जाए, आशा आपने आशा भी कहा और आपकी कह दी, ये डरते कि नहीं कहाँ जाएंगे पैसे।
डरना नहीं है हमें। देखो कैसा है, इसमें सब लोग अपने तरफ से एक एक कदम आगे बढ़ेंगे तो ही पेशेंट का ट्रीटमेंट हो सकता है। हमारे तरफ से सपोर्ट, पेशेंट का खुद का सपोर्ट। अभी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र ने भी इनिशिएटिव लिया है। जैसे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र की तरफ से एक इनिशिएटिव है चीफ मिनिस्टर रिलीफ फंड। हर कैंसर पेशेंट को जो भी ऑपरेट होता है और जो बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन है, यानी जेन्युइनली जो पुअर है, उसे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र सर्जरी के लिए 1 लाख रुपए तक का फंड देती है। तो पेशेंट कुछ मदद करता है, कुछ मदद गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से और कुछ मदद हमारी तरफ से। सो तीनों तरफ से जब मदद हो तो पेशेंट का ट्रीटमेंट सक्सेसफुली हो सकता है। आप जब कोई चीज़ से या इस बीमारी से डर गए तो आप 100% मर गए।
क्रिकेट के महान खिलाड़ी मौजूद हैं, क्या कहेंगे इस अवसर पे?
What do you want to say on this occasion?
आपकी अमित सर।
अमित सर के लिए
जिस तरह से जॉन्टीज एक ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है, कोच के पैमाने पे, एज अ क्रिकेटर और एज अ स्पेशलिस्ट फॉर कैचेस कैन विन मैचेस। सिमिलरली मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ कि अर्ली डायग्नोसिस कैन विन द मैच फॉर द पेशेंट। सो इफ यू डायग्नोज द पेशेंट इन अ प्री कैंसरस स्टेज, then we are definitely going to win that match, and that individual is going to be a survivor throughout the life, and there will be no additional burden to his family.
Thank you.
Cool. Right.